Right, that time of year again where we all get fat. However, how do we not put on weight across Christmas? You'll see the title is Christmas equals calories. However, by the end of this video, the title is going to change in your mind. It's going to be Christmas equals I maintain the same shape as I came into Christmas. Or it's gonna mean Christmas equals I get lean across Christmas. I'm still in great shape by the end of Christmas. That's the title. But ultimately, we're dealing with the reality that Christmas does equal calories. Now, what happens across Christmas? Well, less training for sure, extra snacks, liquid calories. We come out of our routine and a bunch of other stuff that affects us, which makes most people, most of us, put on weight, go into the new year with a belly that we didn't want. And now we've got to work it off. So stay tuned. I'm going to show you exactly the system that I use for the last 2 Christmases to make sure that I go into Christmas lean, I come out of Christmas lean, but I still enjoy my Christmas. You can still have a couple chocolates, couple biscuits. Look, I'll be honest with you, I had a tea and then I had a biscuit earlier. Guilty. But you can when you understand a couple principles that I'm going to show you. So without further ado, this ain't going to be a long one. I'm going to breeze through it. The £1 million question. Why do people get fat across Christmas? That didn't fit on the screen. Why do we get fat across Christmas? Why do we put on so much weight across Christmas? Now, as we said at the first slide, less training, of course, more calories, more liquid calories. Our structure's completely gone. There's a bunch of reasons why we do this, all right? But they're all factors. They're not reasons. The reason that happens is the reason why most people put on a lot of weight across Christmas are these. No reference for maintenance. Now, if you don't track what comes in and out of your body, then you don't know how much you need to put in order to maintain your weight. If you don't know how much you put in order to maintain, energy is a balance. Our bodies work on balance. And the person that's in shape is the person that has the ability and understanding of how to perfect balance, how to perfect the balance in their body of energy in and energy out, right? So our reference point for maintenance is well off. We don't understand how many calories we need to maintain our body weight and what would happen if we go over, right? The next one is decision fatigue. It replaces our structure. Now, a lot of the time across Christmas, we're off work, we're taking it easy. I know I'm taking it easy, right? Now, what comes with that? An idle mind is the devil's workshop. It's a great quote I heard once, so I'm repeating it. Basically, that means is when we take away our structure and we have nothing, what do you think fills it? Sweets, chocolate, things we shouldn't be doing will fill that empty place in our mind. Now, we can remove the old structure and rest, but rest can have structure. I'm going to show you exactly how. And then the last one is people think rest means doing nothing. As I said, sort of following on for the last point, we think that rest means doing nothing. That's not what it means. And in fact, when we do nothing and then eat, 2 + 2 = 4. There's no other way to put it. You have to think of energy balance like a car, all right? In order for it to move, in order for it to gain or go somewhere, yeah, and you can look at that as in maintaining or getting in shape. In order for it to do that, the energy balance has to be right. As soon as that energy balance is off, whatever way, the car's either going to stall or it's not going to go anywhere. And you can reference that as to you're going to get out of shape, all right? These 3 things are the reason why it's very easy to put on weight across Christmas. It's not because of the extra calories. It's not because of the extra liquid calories. It's not because of the things in our house. All of these things are factors that make it harder. However, when we know this and we have this information, it makes it a breeze in understanding exactly how to maintain our body weight. So I've been chatting a lot, truthfully. Let me get this last sip. But without further ado, I'm going to show you the exact system, the 3 things that you need to do across Christmas in order to maintain your physique and not get out of shape whilst having fun. Right, so as I said, this is a little simple Christmas system, okay? Across Christmas, this is built so that you can still enjoy, yeah? We don't be going into Christmas dinner with just Brussels sprouts on our plate. Someone else in the family is looking across the table looking, who's this geezer? Why is he on a diet? It's Christmas. Yeah, we don't want people thinking that. We want people thinking we're fun, right? And you can have fun whilst not getting out of shape. You know what I mean? Anyways, first of all, daily non-negotiables. I've put here for an example because it's a great one, and I would strongly recommend you put that one in. Is 10K steps. When you get 10,000 steps, your body is moving, it's operating. Your metabolism is going to be at a good place. Okay, without those 10,000 steps, you're going to be dropping about 3, 4, 500 calories, which means you're going to have 3, 4, 500 calories less. You're going to have to eat that less every day, or you're going to put on weight. It's just an example, right? 10K steps. I would certainly recommend you throw that one in. If not, find another one. 15K, but get some steps in. The next one, make room for extra calories. This is a game changer. What we need to do is we need to look at the whole day as a whole, right? Whether that's Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day, we need to look at the day, right? I'll give you an example. If you have Christmas Day, you know that you're going to your family house, your family's house, whatever. You've got Christmas Day, you've got Christmas dinner right at the end. You got dessert, all of that stuff's going to be at the end of the day, right? And you know that as soon as you get there, the chocolate's going to be open. You're going to be doing all that stuff, right? What we have to be thinking about is cool. If we're going to do that, do I need breakfast? Can I give up breakfast? Now, the points in the day that you're less hungry are the points in the day I would say get rid of any food at all, replace it with water. I want this, by the way, this is a system. This isn't, I never said it's going to be easy. It's a system to make sure, right? Make room for extra calories. And I will add to that system, track. You need to have a rough idea how many calories that you're consuming. Something that I do, it's not here, but I'm going to give you a little bit of extra sauce. Something that I like to do is Christmas Day, I like to go nuts. I say in every video, don't go mad. I go mad. But what I do, and this is very intentional, is I will take my calories from Boxing Day and I'll put them on Christmas Day. So on Christmas Day, I'll have about 4,000 to 4,500, maybe even 5,000 calories. That's a lot, especially for a small fella like me. However, I take those calories from the next day. And this is something that you need to understand is that calories don't reset the next day. They go across a week. So I take 2,000 from the next day and I put them on Christmas Day, which means after I've gone mad, Boxing Day, I fast for 24 hours. I just have water. And then the next day, I'm back, reset, and I can go again. And that will make sure that the energy balance is in the right position because that will spread out from that'll be basically 2,000 Christmas Day and then 2,000 Boxing Day. Basically, that's how it spreads out. So then I know the day after, I'm good to go. I haven't put on weight. And the next one's quite brutal, but it works. Now, when we can see damage happening, we're a lot less likely to add fuel to the fire. It makes us a lot more aware and conscious of what we're doing. Yeah, I want you to imagine if you looked out the window and you saw somebody key your car, you'd be vexed. You'd get up, you'd get out of the house, and you'd probably don't chin them, but you'd have a word with them, right? Probably more than a word. But anyways, if, however, you was driving and a little nail, or you was driving past a little nail that was attached to something or whatever, and it was scraping your car slowly, and you couldn't hear it because you was blazing music and you just kept driving, that damage could be worse than the person outside keying it. But the reason why you react to the first one is because you can see it. The second one you can't see because you have no reference point. Now, all of that is to say, take a picture of your belly each morning. Every morning you get up, take a picture of your belly. Sounds harsh, but this will keep you accountable because you'll see the damage very quickly and you'll start to change your behavior. The problem is when we accumulate it, we treat Christmas like it's December the 15th from till January the 1st, and then everyone's back in the gym. You cannot miss the mark for 2 weeks. You can miss it for a day. As I said, Christmas Day, I go nuts. But you cannot miss it for 2 weeks. Energy balance is it's the law of thermodynamics. I'm not a scientist. I didn't make this up. But this is just how the body operates. And it's either you play the game by the rules or you break the rules and you get the consequences, e.g., a belly. So that was just a quick one, quick overview. This system, I promise you, has helped me time and time again. I cannot stress this enough. We know exactly what happens. Christmas holidays come, the cupboards get full with cake, chocolate, sweets, mince pies, stuff, bear stuff, beer, whatever. Yeah. And I'm not saying don't touch it at all. I'm saying be very conscious of it, be aware of it, plan for it, make time for it. and split your energy balance. Understand energy balance. Make room for those extra calories when you want to take them. When if you're going to take away your structure completely, which is like your day job and all of these things, and you're just gonna be a feather in the wind, then that's gonna lead you down the road of getting caught in habits that you don't want to get caught in. So rest doesn't mean doing nothing. Rest means having a structure still. You still want to have a structure on your days of rest. So have daily non-negotiables. That could be 10K steps. That could be whatever. But don't do nothing. However, that's that. Love, all that stuff. Don't get fat over Christmas. But if you do, no, actually, don't get fat over Christmas. Lots of love. See you in a bit.